Our first student, let's invite up Joseph Ross from the Department of History. The topic of Joseph's presentation is Judging Nuremberg, Creating the International Military Tribunal's Human Rights Legacy in America and Beyond.
The struggle for human rights is one of the most prominent issues of our time. From Syria to China to the U.S., our world is rife with acts of genocide, ethnic cleansing, torture, and human trafficking. Fortunately, we have international laws to hold individuals accountable for crimes against humanity. But when did international human rights law become institutionalized? The answer lies in 1945, when the International Military Tribunal, or IMT, met in Nuremberg, Germany, to try individuals for violating human rights during World War II. The main goal of my research is to show how Robert Jackson, Francis Biddle, and John Parker, the three key Americans who participated in the IMT, advocated for the global human rights framework that exists today. Whereas other scholars have connected the IMT to human rights, they usually argue that Americans shifted their focus away from human rights during the Cold War. I argue instead for continuity, and if we look at these participants, we begin to see that there actually were Americans after World War II who wanted the U.S. to have a more active role in promoting international human rights law. We see this during the trial, when Jackson opened the prosecution's case with this appeal to human rights. The wrongs which we seek to condemn and punish have been so calculated, so malignant, and so devastating that civilization cannot tolerate their being ignored because it cannot survive their being repeated. We see this after the trial. In 1949, Biddle wrote a book saying that world peace would be possible if the U.S. led the way in upholding human rights. And in 1952, Parker wrote an essay calling for the establishment of an international court like the IMT that would create a new world order based on international law. So by examining these individuals' memoirs, their private letters, and their published writings, the outcome of my research shows that Jackson, Biddle, and Parker enhanced the IMT's human rights legacy, and they did that by promoting international law in order to prosecute and prevent crimes against humanity. Jackson succeeded in prosecuting the defendants at Nuremberg. Biddle accurately predicted that America's commitment to human rights would prevent another world war, and the International Criminal Court that Parker fought for exists today. Thank you.